Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Since 1776, America has stood as a beacon of hope and opportunity for the rest of the world. And since our nation's conception, the men and women of our armed forces have embodied this patriotic stance both at home and abroad. American soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Coast Guardmen are a part of an unbroken chain of patriots who have served our country with honor and given tremendously through their sacrifices. Because of their service, we have the opportunity to receive an education, determine our futures, and exercise our right to vote. Their service reminds us how important it is to make a difference in the lives of others. The First World War. In 1917, President Woodrow Wilson broke with America's isolationist stance and took our armed forces into what was known as the War to End All Wars. He championed self-determination, freedom of the seas, and freedom to trade, and ultimately created a victory for the Allied powers. In addition to the monument located in the gazebo area at Central High School, the National World War I Monument and Museum is found in Kansas City, Missouri. The Second World War. Following the December 7, 1941 attack on Pearl Harbor, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt mobilized American forces, and Congress declared war. In Europe, Africa, and Asia, the men and women of the United States military fought to defeat fascism and spread democratic freedoms like freedom from fear, freedom to worship, and freedom of speech. The Korean conflict. In the 1950s, President Truman convinced the United Nations that the communist invasion of South Korea was unjust. To protect the sovereignty of South Korea, a coalition was formed and invaded the peninsula in Asia. Often known as the Forgotten War, the conflict still impacts American foreign policy to this day. A monument commemorating the sacrifices of the men, women, and our allies is found on the National Mall in our nation's capital. This Veterans Day, let us reflect on the immeasurable burden so few have given in the name of so many, as we express our enduring gratitude, both in words and actions. Each November 11th, we must rededicate ourselves to supporting those who have worn America's uniform, as well as their families who stood beside them.
is Sports Center.
Welcome everybody to your CSEN coverage of your Central High School East-West Bowl. John Walker alongside Zion Broadus. It should be quite interesting to see what our winter sports and activities do this year.
You're right, John. I can't wait to see what's in store for everybody.
Absolutely. You get to meet two sides of them today, East and West. So let's take a look at the East.
Hingham Kringleberry, Riverside Elementary.
Davoyne Shower Handle, the St. Paul Lutheran Elementary.
Javaris, Jamar, Javaris, and Lamar, Mark Twain Elementary.
Xmas, Jackson, Flaxen, Waxon, Coleman Elementary.
TJ, AJ, RJ, /4th to 5th, Pickett Elementary.
Jammy, Mark Twain Elementary.
Aaron Balake, Coleman Elementary.
What a lineup we have in the East this year.
Right, you are, Zion. I really can't wait to see Javaris, and Lamar compete this year on the court. Now let's take a look at the West.
JR, Junior, Coleman Elementary.
Ellison Elementary.
LaCar Patron, Duke Marriott, Mark Twain Elementary.
Bon Sauce, Parkway Elementary.
Quattro, Coleman Elementary.
Cronkite Pete, SJC Elementary.
David Eben Humbert Jr., Eugene Field Elementary.
What's up, Big Blue Nation and the Crazies? You guys did a great job of coming to our Painted Pink district game against Oak Park. We set the bar at 150 and 100. You guys definitely surpassed that and got 170. You saw all of the week where my head was shaved, and since it was painted pink, now we're going to do the waxing. So I leave you guys and a couple people my last will and testament.
It was the second effort. That's what it is.
That's why I love Nestle Crunch.
This is taking too long. I want the worm now.
Pat, no! Pat, are you crazy?
No, I'm warm. How it feels to chew 5 gum. 5 gum. Stimulate your senses.
John, come on. Don't make it slow, it'll hurt worse.
No, Jada, come here.
Once again, thanks Crazies for coming out to all the football games. Great job with the crazy counts. I survived, so I'm going to take my will and testament back. But great job with fall sports. We'll see everybody in the winter.
What's up, Central? It's Coach Boone here. I'm taking over the Crazy Count Challenge for this week. If we can get 300 crazy at the Jamboree on Friday, then I'm calling out the so-called Coach of the Year, Coach Cy Musser, to compete against me in the Chubby Bunny Challenge.
Why is the sky not blue? Because it's red. All right, Osama, I'm going to put this under your foot. It's a $5 bill, okay? Just so you can't cheat, all right? All right. Osama, who is on the $5 bill?
Abraham Lincoln.
Wrong.
I only handle in Benjamin, so I don't really know.
Well, the right answer is you. You are on the $5 bill.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I lift it up?
I mean, yeah. Well, you're not on it anymore.
Oh. You got me. That's good. That's good. That's a good one.
Emily, what goes?
Anything.
What goes?
Me.
Wrong.
All around me are familiar faces.
Mr. Woolard, what goes?
What?
Anything goes.
Anything.
Anything goes.
Anything goes?
Come see the musical. Come see the musical.
Well, yeah.
Anything goes.
And I'll be there on Saturday because anything goes.
Anything goes.
Yeah.
Central High School, the best high school west of the Mississippi, is Mr. Carter Hipp.